Welcome to EDU TV with 4.5 lakh plus viewers and over 1500 educational repositories across the world. The founder is Mr. Pranav Guhathakarada and co-founder is Ms. Tanya Sethi.
Hello everyone. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our distinguished guests, Ms. Shubhra and Professor Dr. Neha Vasista, for this special interview session on the topic of course versus college. As the founder of EduTV, it's my mission to bring together renowned experts in the field of education to share their insights and expertise with our viewers. Ms. Avasti and Dr. Vasist both are accomplished educators who have made significant contributions to the field of education. Ms. Avasti is the Vice Principal of City Vocational Public School, Meerut. She is an MBA from Symbiosis, Pune, also a professional psychological counselor from Pune University. She has been instrumental in shaping the careers of countless students. She brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to this discussion, and I'm sure that her insights will be invaluable to our viewers. Professor Dr. Neha Vasista, on the other hand, is the Director of Outreach at the prestigious Shubhra Institute of Engineering and Technology in Meerut. With more than 11 years of academic experience and numerous accolades to her credit, she is an expert in her field and a role model for students and educators alike. Together, Ms. Avasti and Dr. Vasistha will explore the topic of course versus college and help our viewers understand the pros and cons of each option. I am confident that this interview will be insightful, informative, and thought provoking. And I invite all our viewers to tune in and learn from these distinguished educators. Over to Dr. Vasistha.
Thank you, Mr. Pranav, for this indeed great opportunity. A very warm good morning to one and all present here from Shubhra University from this platform. I would like to congratulate EduTV for bringing such important issues on consideration. Higher education is working really hard to eradicate the gap between academia and industry. But now need of the hour is to work on the gap between K-12 and higher education. And today I would like to congratulate Mr. Pranav and team to come forward with such initiatives. I would like to take the opportunity to share that according to All India Survey on Higher Education report, a total of 3.88 crore students were enrolled in higher education in India. The data represents that only 27 out of 100 students are enrolled and the dropout rate is 32% in 2022-2023. This is also because of a state of confusion students have in choosing their course versus college. Today, we'll try to make an effort to address this issue. I'm elated to also share that Ms. Shubhra Avasti, she is pursuing PhD from Shubhra University. It is our pleasure, ma'am, because of which it becomes even more aesthetic to discuss the issue with her. So Shubhra ma'am, as you represent and is closely working with K-12 students, would request you to please present your introductory remarks on the topic course versus college.
Good morning to everybody who's, stakeholder, even the people who are just observers. It has been, instrumental that K-12 obviously is the foundation to the course or their future. This course becomes the pathway to shape their future, which is the ultimate goal. So K-12, obviously, at this time of the year, students of class 12 are already, in this process of planning their course or college. I have observed two major types of thought processes in this. The first is the student who has already decided what, when, and how. So for that student, the course is obviously the ultimate goal. Because that process of deciding that has already been done. So more than 75% of the students have confusion in deciding what to pursue after 12, because since they were admitted in their kindergarten up to class 12, there was no major change. They were almost pursuing a series of classes one after the other. The major choice was done after 10th, but yes, it was the institutions, the systems, it was almost the same. Now comes that point when this leap would take them to the real future that they will have in their lives. So for this, the course becomes very important. Cases when they are under peer pressure, or the family has something else in mind and the student has something else in mind. This has led to a lot of disasters, which we as educators and counselors have to help them to decide. A good university, a good college obviously has a lot of, courses which will take and shape their future to the best possible way. So therefore, as I'm also part of Shobhit University and I know the plethora of options there, college also becomes important. If not A, then certainly there will be a B available for them and take them to the right path.
Right. Very briefly, you have beautifully described it, ma'am. But see, what happening is that students are running for, of course, because of their peer pressures, and parents have their own dreams. But it becomes very much important and significant to put attention on what students wants to pursue as their career. So there are certain factors which students consider while choosing between their course and college. Like overall development is very much important. Many institutes, many universities are there which are working on it. Like for example, in Shobhit University, what we do is that apart from their 40% of their curriculum which they study in their chosen program, we do focus on the research from the very first year. We have finishing school, which translates the students to become corporate ready, and we make them interact with the industry experts from the very first day. So if I please allow me to ask you, what are the questions students come forward, they ask you before choosing a college?
Yeah, this is quite important because every personality, a student has a personality, will be inclusive of what they think of themselves, then also of what they are capable of. Sometimes aspirations are misguided because of some impressions that they have taken from their surroundings and society. So as see, the role of the school, the counselors, the questions are pouring and they are of all sorts. There'll be questions about the course that will lead to that main aim. So for that, as a counselor also, we tell them, we take an aptitude test. And according to that, we tell them what is best that they can do. So that result is a success and not a disaster. So that aptitude test is very crucial and important. And it is advised and preferable that colleges should also have an aptitude test before they take children in a particular course.
Right, ma'am, very rightly have said it. So what I observe personally as a admission advisor or counselor, that there is a certain cost associated with every program. And what is happening among students is that they go for those fancy packages, what we say, that higher the cost of the program, greater or the big the university is. Like in Shobhit University, we are ranked by India Today in top 5 of the country in return on investment. So at the school level, it is also important to make the students understand the concept of return on investment, because the students are spending on their education and it is not an expenditure, it is an investment. And how they will get the return on investment? On the basis of type of packages they will be getting by joining industries. So are we making these efforts to make the students understand that rather than going for those fancy colleges or those heavy fee structures, we should go for quality programs and quality educations?
Aptly said. An investment in education is the best investment, of course. So, yes, we do not advise them to overstretch and fall into a trap of loans which they cannot repay. But certainly, a promising, good career is, of course, like Shobit University, as you mentioned, will shape them and is in the process of shaping them to get better returns. So, if they invest, the kind of returns they get after that is also going to balance and help them to repay even if they take education loans. So yeah, education loans can be taken, but settling for something less just because of maybe a little higher cost is not advised. They should go for good courses, and that is very important because finally the returns also matter.
Thank you so much, Madam Shubhra Avasthi, Vice Principal, City Vocational Public School, Meerut, and Dr. Neha Vasistha, Director, Outreach, Shobit University, Meerut. I'm really impressed by seeing both the ladies' commendable advocacy for the welfare of students for a higher education. And I look forward to come and meet both of you also again. And I'm sure this video will be helpful to all the students, parents, and in fact, all the stakeholders of education. Thank you so much. Thank you, both of you.
Welcome to EDU TV with 4.5 lakh plus viewers and over 1,500 educational repositories across the world. The founder is Mr. Pranav Guha Thakurata and co-founder is Ms. Tanya Sethi.